In lesson 1, you learned how to rewrite each improper fraction as a mixed number. As a quick reminder, an improper fraction is when you have a ratio, so you have two values, and the value in the numerator, which is the number in the top portion of the fraction, is larger than the number in the bottom portion of the fraction. Okay, so this is an improper fraction, and we're going to rewrite it in equivalent, which means equal in math. We're going to rewrite it in an equal fashion. So we're reviewing what lesson 1 was about, and then I'm going to teach you a trick. Okay, the top number always goes inside the division box. The bottom number, known as the denominator, goes on the outside. And I'm going to use long division as a way to rewrite this in an equivalent form, which will be a mixed number. So I asked myself, can 5 go into 1? It cannot. 5's too big for 1. 5 can fit into 16. Let's see how many groups of 5 fit into 16 without going over. 5, 10, 15. I can't do 4 groups because 20 is greater than 16, but I can do 3 full groups. So above the 6, I put a 3. Remember, first step was choose the correct number. The second step was going to be to multiply. So 3 times the outside value of 5 is 15. The third number will be to subtract the values. 16 minus 15 is 1. And now our fourth step is we're going to rewrite this as a mixed number. How do we do that? This is the whole portion. So 3 and 1/5. So it goes clockwise. It's like you're starting at 12 o'clock. You can go all the way around in that order. Okay, so that's a review of lesson 1. What I'm going to start by teaching you in lesson 2 is there a way that we can check to see that this is equivalent to this original form? Again, this is referred to as an improper fraction because the value on top is greater than the value on the bottom. This is referred to as a mixed number. So here's the trick. Here's the shortcut. You ready? I want you to take a V and write it on its side. This is going to be our start point, and we're going to follow this, and this is going to be our end point. And as we go, we're going this way first. We're going to multiply, and then we're going to take a right hand, and we're going to add. So here's how you can check your work. I'm going to follow it along here. I'm going to go up to this point, and then I'm going to take a turn and go up to this point. So you can see from here to here, I'm going to multiply these two values. Multiply. So 5 times 3, that means 3 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 3, however you think of it best. So 3 times 5 is 15, and then I'm going to add to that value whatever number is on top. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus this value of 1 is 16. Now what goes on the bottom of the fraction is always going to be the denominator of this portion. And look, they're exactly the same. That tells me that this improper fraction is in fact equivalent to this mixed number. Okay, we're going to try another one before we dive into the full lesson 2. I would like you to, let me reset this. What I would like you to do now, this is our second example in this video, is I would like you to practice rewriting this improper fraction when the value on top is greater than the value on the bottom. Rewrite this as a mixed number. So you're going to press pause on the video, rewrite as a mixed number, and then come back and press play to see if you did it right. Now, if you're struggling to remember how to rewrite it as a mixed number, then just follow along in the video. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate now. The 19 goes on the inside. The 4 goes on the outside. 4 does not fit into 1, but 4 can fit into 19. Let's check how many times without going over. There's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Well, I can't use that because 20 is greater than 19. So there's 4 full sections above the 9. I put a 4. Remember, step 1 is to choose the number. I'm going to abbreviate there. Choose the number. Step 2 is going to be multiply. Step 3 is going to be subtract. And step 4 is write that as a mixed number. Okay, here we go. So I've chosen the number. Now I'm going to multiply. 4 times 4 is 16. Now I'm going to subtract. 19 subtract 16 is 3. And now I'm going to write it as a mixed number. This is our whole portion, 4. And then I'm going to go all the way around, picking up the 3 and 4 and write it in that order. So 4 and 3/4. This is the whole portion, and this is the partial portion. This is the whole portion, this is the partial portion. Now, this is brand new concept to you, and so you may be thinking like, did I do it right? And so as a reminder, we're going to follow this. This is my starting point, and this is my ending point. We will always multiply as we go from starting up to this portion. And then as we turn, we're going to, as we go up, we're going to add. So here we go. Multiply here. 4 times 4. Well, 4 groups of 4 is 16. Now to that value of 16, I'm going to add whatever number is on top. So 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 more. So 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, I got 19. And I always write it underneath this bottom number. Look, they're equal. That means I correctly rewrote this improper fraction as a mixed number. One final practice problem before we jump into our next 2 learning objectives. I would like you to write down 12/7. Press pause and rewrite this as a mixed number. Now, once you have your mixed number, I want you to test it to see, did you correctly rewrite it in this new form called the mixed number? Again, this is improper because the number on top, called the numerator, is greater than the number on the bottom, called the denominator. Press pause. Okay, let me demonstrate for you right now. We have the top number goes on the inside, the bottom number, called the denominator, goes on the outside. 7 does not fit into 1, but 7 does fit into 12 one time. 2 7s would make 14, and that would exceed or go beyond this value of 12. So only one group of 7 fits into 12. First step is choose the value. Second step is to multiply. And now we're going to subtract. 12 subtract 7 is 5. This is my whole portion, and then this is the fraction or the partial. How do I know if I correctly rewrote this in an equivalent, which means equal form? I multiply going this way, so 7 times 1 is 7, and then to that value I add this top number. So 7 plus 5 is 12, and always rewrite it over this number. We can see they're exactly the same. The new learning objective is going to be to rewrite each whole number as a fraction or as an equivalent fraction. So here's example number 1. I want you just to watch. We have 1 equals, and on top, I need to figure out what value when I divide by 7 equals 1. So what number divided by 7 equals 1? So what we want to do is we want to figure out how many groups of 7 fit into 7, right? One group of 7. So this value on top, this unknown number, would be 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. Let's try another one. This time, let's put a 3 on the bottom. What value, when divided by 3, equals 1? 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. Okay, now let's change it up, and let's make this a 2. Still have a 7 on the bottom. And now I have to think off to the side here. Oh, if we can't see, this is frozen.